Hello and welcome. Join me as I discuss the subject staying through. In World War II, after the surrender of the Belgians in 1940 to the German advance, the British front was left unsupported. Thousands of soldiers waded out into the water, hoping to see through the mist of the outlines of their evacuation vessel. Now, those were tense, dark, and discouraging hours. Heeding not to the concentrated bombing from the hundreds of planes overhead and the bombardment from the heavy guns on the shore, the boats pushed in to the beaches to serve the British. Now, there's one thing about this episode. One episode of that last terrible morning deserves to be told and retold. Close to the gory waters of the pounding surf, two British nurses were ministering to the wounded and the dying. With backs bent over the suffering and helpless comrades, they did not notice that the boats had come to rescue them. In constant danger, they worked with their medicine and bandages, with death hovering around and above them, and weary from long hours of labor, without food or sleep. They toiled dutifully on. A commanding officer noticed them and ordered them into a boat. Without even looking up, these two courageous girls shook their heads and worked on. One took time enough to reply, "We are staying through." And stay they did, till every wounded man in their care was either on a boat headed for England or dead. Friends, the ability to stay through, to persevere, to go on in the face of discouragement may make the difference between success and failure. How often the difference between success and failure is just a matter of time. Staying through is the word of the moment. Louis Pasteur, one of the great names in the fields of medicine, with his undaunted courage, after repeated failures, was rewarded by success that has revolutionized medicine and immortalized his name. The word for the moment is staying through. What's the point, friends? Well, the point is this: that diamonds are only chunks of coal that stuck to their jobs. You see, if they're pitted out, as most of us do, where would their diamonds be? It isn't the fact of making it a start. It's the sticking that counts. The battles in our own hearts and in the world are won by going on and going on and going on. The word of the moment is staying through. Many of you listening right now may feel somewhat discouraged, and you are saying, there is no use in going on. Maybe you have spent long years in preparation for your life work and have not found no opening. Maybe there is no place for you to use your talents. Perhaps, you have set a goal for yourself and have been struggling and working to reach it. Yet you are far and far away from a destination of your dreams. Maybe your plans have been upset time and time again. Maybe your relatives or even your friends have told you that you might as well quit. You might as well give up. Perchance you have been overcome by temptations and have stumbled and fallen. Folks, the word of the moment is stay through. Whatever you want to accomplish, it can be done. And do not let anyone tell you it cannot. If God wants you to do something, all the world cannot keep you from it. The word of the moment is stay through. Those that have moved on seas will tell you that calm seas do not make good sailors. And if you've been a boy before and you've flown kites, you will understand that boys flying kites will tell you that kites will rise only against a wind. The word for the moment is stay through. I say to you again, stay through. Friends, stay through. Do not let down your tools. Do not be discouraged. Do not give up. There may be rich veins of God only a few steps further on. Work, struggle, persevere, and fight on until the conquest ends in victory. Luther, when he was summoned to appear at Worms to answer for his faith, he was warned by his friends of the dangers to which he was exposing himself. His answer was, even should there be as many devils in Worms as tiles on the housetop, still I would enter. He was a man who could not be frightened, for he was impelled to mission by a conviction that would never be denied. The word for the moment is stay through. Michelangelo was a chronic sufferer of fever. Do you have a physical handicap? The word of the moment is stay through. Julius Caesar, in spite of epilepsy, became the master of the world in which he lived. The word of the moment is stay through. Beethoven, the great musician, was deaf. Polio did not keep Franklin D. Roosevelt from the White House, though it kept him more often in the wheelchair. The word for the moment is stay on. Do not let physical handicap prevent you from trying. Stay through. Not many men who gained eminence were born with the proverbial spoon, silver spoon in their mouths. Martin Luther sang from door to door to get something to eat. Lincoln was a rail splitter. The word for the moment is stay through. When we are in a tight place, when we make mistakes, when we stumble, Satan may whisper, better surrender. Why not give up? It is hopeless to fight. You have failed so often. When satanic suggestions whisper to you to surrender, God sends along a message of hope. Don't give up, so hold on, fight on. Heaven will send help just when we need it. The word for the moment is stay through. Philippians chapter 4 verse 13. I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. Stay through. I say stay through.